Hello class, welcome to Digital Electronics class. Hello class, today we are going to read about the D flip-flop. So if you remember the previous lecture, we have discussed about the SR flip-flop. Okay, this is a diagram of SR flip-flop. Then this is the truth table of the SR flip-flop. So we can also draw the SR flip-flop in this way. Okay, so you should remember this because in future we will be using generally this type of symbol to represent the SR flip-flop. So this is S, this is R, and this is the clock input, and whenever there will be this symbol means it is an H triggered clock pulse. Okay, if it is not present means it is a level triggered clock pulse. So we have already discussed about the types of clock pulse triggering. Okay, so we will be using this table to derive the D flip-flop. So if you carefully see the truth table of SR flip-flop, you see that when clock pulse is 0, then it is in the hold state, and when the inputs are 0 0, then also it is in the hold state, and when the inputs are 1 1, then it is in the invalid state. So basically if you want to store the 0 bit, then what input you want? You want 0 and 1, and when you want to store 1, then you want 1 0, means in both the cases both the inputs are not same, they both are complement of each other. So when we are designing an SR flip-flop, we are using two inputs. So what we can do, instead of using two inputs, we can take one input and we can take the complement of the other input. Means what I want to say means we will take one input like this, okay, and we will put a NOT gate over here and we will give it to the other input. So no need of two separate inputs, we will give only one input. So this is now our D flip-flop. Okay, so instead of taking two different inputs, we will be taking only one single input and we will do its complement by using a NOT gate, and we can design it. Okay, so this is my D flip-flop. So now let us derive the truth table for D flip-flop. So I have again drawn this in a simple way. So the derivation of the D flip-flop truth table is very simple. So write down clock D, then next state Qn plus 1. So when the clock value is 0, okay, when the clock value is 0, we will be using this table. So what is the input? Input does not matter. What will be my next state? My output will be hold or it will be memory. Okay, now when my clock pulse is 1, okay, when my clock pulse is 1, and since we cannot use 0 0 because we are using a NOT gate over here, so if one input is 0, so the other input will be 1. Okay, so when my input is 0 1, so what is my next state? It is what? It is 0. So when the value of D will be 0, so what will be my output? My output will be 0. And again when the clock pulse is 1, when the D will be 1, okay, when it will be 1, so 1 0, so 1 0, it will be, what will be my next state? Next state will be 1, so I will write here 1. So this is a simple truth table. So you see, whatever is the value of D, same is the value of the next state. Okay, so the truth table is very easy to remember. So now let us derive the characteristics table from the truth table. So what is characteristics table? We try to find the next state, and what is my input? Your present state, and D is my input. So two inputs means 0 0 1 1, 0 1 0 1 will be my values. So if you remember the truth table, what I have told you, that whatever will be the value of D, same will be the value of Qn plus 1. So you can simply write the value of D is 0, so Qn plus 1 will be 0. It is 1, so Qn plus 1 will be 1. Again 0 and again 1. So the characteristics table is also very simple. Now see the excitation table. So excitation table means what? We try to find what is the excitation or what is the input what is the input. Okay, so q1 and qn plus 1 is my values. So this is my present state and this is my next state. So again 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, so again directly you can write from the same concept that whatever is the value of qn plus 1, same will be the value of d. Or you can justify this also. See, when the value of qn is 0 and qn plus 1 is 0, then what is the value of d? The value of d is 0. Okay, similarly when the value of qn is 0 and qn plus 1 is 1, okay, then what is the value of d? It is 1. So in that way also you can prove, or directly you can write. Okay, so this is my excitation table. So if you have to write down the characteristics equation, that is qn plus 1. So just now I have told you that qn plus 1 means what is the next state value? It is the value of the input, that is d. So it will be d. Or you can derive the same equation from the k-map. Okay, k-map of this characteristics table. So this side I will take qn, this side I will take d. Okay, and we can derive it. So see what will be the value of, so here I will write down 1. Okay, then here I will write down 1. Okay, so this is the pair. So what is the value? So the value of d is 1 in both the cases, and qn value is changing. So from the k-map also I am getting the same value. So hence this D flip-flop is very simple and very easy, but for that you should know the concept of SR flip-flop. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any doubts or any suggestion, you can put it in the comment line. And do keep watching the videos and stay at home, stay safe and fight Corona.